It's a temporary fix to a long-term problem thanks to a population change in the Fox cities. Valley Transit was set to lose $1.5 million in federal funding by October. That's because the population of the valley is now over 200,000 people. But Congressman Reid Ribble helped add an amendment to the recently passed federal transportation bill. It guarantees federal funding for Valley Transit and Green Bay Metro for the next 2 years. Fox 11's Chad Doran has more.
It's a plan that's been in the works for several years. Federal law limits federal transit funding to regions with a population of fewer than 200,000 people. The most recent census puts the Fox Valley over that number. It means without a solution by October, drastic changes were on the way for Valley Transit.
The remaining municipalities would be paying 300 or 400% more for this less service. It just wasn't unworkable. So it was the beginning of the end.
Congressman Reid Ribble stopped in Appleton to announce funding at the federal level has been secured for at least the next 2 years through a companion amendment his office inserted into the federal transportation bill.
The federal government wants federal control over everything. I believe that since the taxpayers here in Appleton paid, that the local transit ought to decide how they spend that money, and that was the fix we actually ultimately ended up with.
While Congressman Ribble's bill will keep federal funding coming to Valley Transit for at least the next 2 years, Mayor Tim Hanna says there's still much work to be done at the state level.
Valley Transit serves from Gakona down to Neenah, and we also have interconnections with Green Bay and Oshkosh, and it should.
Hanna says while some people question the need for bus service, he compares it to having city streets.
What about those big empty buses? Well, guess what? We got big empty streets too. They're there when you need them, just like the buses. And we have to start changing the way that we think about that.
The first step in a long process to saving local transit. In Appleton, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
Valley Transit hopes the state legislature will pass a bill in the next session allowing Valley Transit to put forth a local referendum. It would ask taxpayers to fund a 0.1% sales tax to fund Valley Transit long term.